Hi, I'm Erik Voss, and Captain Marvel released new footage with arguably the most critical detail that connects this movie to the events of Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame. Nick Fury's pager from the Infinity War post-credits scene. Let's check out this footage.
Это коммуникатор?
PAGER. Двухсторонний. Последний писк.
Wait, what? Ah, crap, it's in Russian. Don't worry, I got you covered. I'm gonna translate this Russian promo spot for you guys and explain what this tells us about how Captain Marvel could come into play in Avengers Endgame. Spoiler warning in case I revealed too much and ruin your life. Okay, before we get to that pager, there's actually an earlier news shot with Captain Marvel in this phone booth. We saw a set photo of this before, but a few things have changed. For one, those 90s Rock the Vote posters don't appear in this one. It's just a wall of wooden planks. This might be because Rock the Vote is an American political reference, and in Russia, they don't rock the vote so much as line up in cold outside neutral-colored building and vote in predetermined election for strongman leader while he rocks foolish American election. Shut up, the Russians ain't watching. There's no way their censors will let them see this. And my phone just got tapped. More importantly, look at what Captain Marvel has done here. She appears to have dismantled this payphone, and she's using the hardware to connect to her Buzz Lightyear gauntlet tech, producing this Kree hollow projection out of her hand. Very cool. Maybe she's using the phone's wiring to hack into the other end of this phone call, and she's displaying her monitor as a hologram. Or maybe she's using this to communicate with the Kree. The idea that Carol might know how to engineer human communication technology, despite having no memory of Earth and everything in her mind being implanted there by the Kree, this could present some interesting implications. For example, is human tech secretly based on alien Kree tech, like primitive versions of their advanced tech that they could have passed on to us? Is Carol using this phone as a makeshift 90s dial-up internet modem? But speaking of primitive 90s communication technology, this brings us to Nick Fury's pager. We see him write with target and clip it to his belt, and then there's this exchange.
Это коммуникатор?
PAGER. Двухсторонний. Последний писк.
Hey.
Что?
Pager.
Now, I've been watching a lot of the Americans on FX, so I think I got this. Okay, this translates to Carol asking, is it a communicator? And Fury responds,
last time I trusted someone, I lost an eye.
man, Nick, you're really hung up on that. I'm sorry, I just had to. No, Fury actually responds, this is a pager, new model. And then there's another clip in Russian.
Hey.
Что?
Pager.
This one you can probably get from context. Carol says, hey, Fury says, what? She says, give me the pager, and he says, take it. So, this could mean that the pager in this movie isn't the exact same pager that we saw Nick Fury use in the Infinity War post-credit scene. This one could be one that he uses in the 90s, but then hands off to Carol in this scene, maybe because he keeps using it the way we're glued to our smartphones, which would be kind of funny, or it keeps beeping during inopportune moments while he and Carol are on a stealth mission. So maybe Carol ends up keeping this pager, and then Fury gets a new one at the end of Captain Marvel so that he can page her if/when he ever needs her help. That might explain why Fury's pager in Infinity War looks a little more souped up, and why this screen can display in color, whereas Fury's screen in this trailer is only green and black. Carol now possessing this pager could mean that Captain Marvel ends with she and Fury getting abruptly separated, and maybe she never got a chance to return the pager. Like maybe some cliffhanger where Captain Marvel just disappears, and Fury gets a new pager and has actually reached out to her periodically over the years, hoping that she'll reply, and she never has, which would explain her absence. But then her sigil appearing in that last frame in Infinity War means that this time things are finally bad enough for her to join the fight. However, the circumstances of Carol and Fury setting up this whole pager link into playing out, we're starting to understand the reason Captain Marvel is being set in the 1990s. There's just something about old school, pre-widely available wireless internet communication technology that will play a major role in this movie. Perhaps it will be revealed that the Kree are responsible for humans' communication strides. And if the Kree end up being less noble and heroic than we think they are, as I've theorized in other videos, that would compromise all of Earth's traditional communication network, making it difficult for Carol Danvers to disappear from them if she wants to. And maybe these state-of-the-art but soon-to-be obsolete pagers are the only way Carol and Fury can stay in touch off the grid without being monitored. This would actually mirror the old school flip phones that Cap and Stark used after Civil War and in the beginning of Infinity War to contact each other without the government tracing the call, or maybe just because Cap is an old man who thinks smartphones are witchcraft. Comment down below with your thoughts on all of this stuff, and follow me on Twitter and Instagram at EA Voss. Follow New Rockstars on Twitter, and subscribe to this channel and to our podcast. Just search New Rockstars wherever you listen to podcasts. Thank you for watching, and hands up. They're up. I'm sorry. Wait, are you speaking Russian? I'm sorry for what I said.